Hello, Internet. My name is Matt, and I just want to start off with my standard disclaimer that this video is not financial advice. Nothing I do or say in here is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is all just for your personal edification and or entertainment if you find this kind of stuff exciting. So last week I made a video showing how to deposit money into Anchor starting from a US bank account. And the way we did that is we used OkCoin as our fiat on-ramp or crypto exchange, whatever you want to call it. And we just purchased USD straight and then transferred it to a Terra station wallet and deposited it in Anchor. So it's a very simple process. It has very low fees. And if you want to see the best way to get your dollars into Anchor, then go watch that video. I have a link that should be right below this that will take you to that video that will show you the whole process step by step. That said, I did have a buddy who tried to do this, and he signed up with OkCoin and went through the identity verification steps and then linked his bank account and tried to deposit money. And for some reason, his bank and OkCoin are not compatible, and he is not able to deposit money from his bank account into OkCoin. So rather than making him, sign up for an entirely new bank account and at a completely different bank, which he doesn't want to do, I said, okay, well, I'll find you an alternate route, so a backup route that you could use if for some reason you can't use OkCoin. And this route is going to be using Crypto.com. So Crypto.com, if you're in the US, I don't know about if you're elsewhere, but Crypto.com in the US only allows you to use the app to purchase. So I'll be jumping over to my phone in order to do this. I don't like that. I prefer to work on my computer. I find it easier, more convenient, but that's Crypto.com. And the method we're going to use for Crypto.com is more complicated and does have higher fees than OkCoin. But that said, if this is what works for you, it's still not bad. The fees are not that high, and I'm confident you can do this. So let's jump over to my screen recording from my phone. All right, here I am on my phone, and I've jumped over to the Crypto.com app, which I installed and obviously have a verified account with Crypto.com already. And furthermore, I sent $50 to Crypto.com from my bank account, and it took a few days for that to clear so that money was available. If you look here, I'm going to be buying Luna. Luna is one of the two native tokens to the Terra ecosystem. So I can send it from Crypto.com into my Terra Station wallet and then from there convert it into UST and then put that into Anchor. Crypto.com does not offer UST. Otherwise, I would just buy UST because that's better. Luna can go up and down in value. And so the longer we hold it, the greater chance that it loses value on us. And we're not trying to speculate on the price of Luna here. We're just trying to move our money from our bank account into Anchor. So you can also buy with a credit card, which I think clears instantly, but the fees are way higher on that than if you transfer money from your bank account. So I don't recommend doing that method. I'm going to go ahead and update this because the price has fluctuated a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and buy this Luna. And we're going to just go ahead and confirm this. So I've successfully purchased my Luna. I got, for my $50, I got, 6.1 or 0.615 Luna. One of the ways that Crypto.com makes money is that they have a worse exchange rate for their tokens than other exchanges do. So if I had put $50 into OkCoin and used it at the exact same moment to purchase Luna, I would have gotten a slightly more Luna for it. So that's kind of part of the reason why Crypto.com is not as good. So now that I've completed this, I'm just going to click on this Luna wallet here. And it shows that I now have $50.04 worth of Luna in there because it's gone up ever so slightly. So what I can do from here is if I click on transfer and then I click withdraw here, it will allow me to choose sending to an external wallet as the option. Now I have to add a wallet address. This is going to be my demo Terra network, Terra station wallet that I created just for, showing this. I've already copied it, so I can just paste it here. and it's going to give me this warning here that says, you be very careful about including a memo if you need it. I do not need a memo to go this direction. So if I was going to be transferring money from my TerraStation wallet back to Crypto.com to withdraw it, then I would need a memo. And if I didn't use a memo and tried to send my money, it would just disappear and I'd lose it permanently. But going this direction, you do not need a memo. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a quick wallet name here. Anchor demo wallet. And click continue. Are you sure you want to withdraw without a memo? Yes, I'm sure. And I had to put my two-factor authentication in, and so I've done that. And now it's recognized my wallet here. I can go ahead and click the withdraw to this wallet, and I'm going to do my max here. And if I go withdraw, it's going to tell me that it's going to charge me a 0.015 Luna fee, which is what I expected. That's the standard withdraw fee for Crypto.com. So no matter how much you send, it should be the same 0.015 Luna fee. So better to do bigger amounts rather than smaller, because as a percent, obviously it's much better sending a bigger amount. And I'm just going to go ahead and confirm this. And again, I had to enter my two-factor authentication. So once I did that, the withdrawal request is completed. And it should, there you go, deducted out the 0.615 Luna out of my account, sent it to my TerraStation. It'll take a couple minutes, maybe 2-3 minutes to get there is typical, maybe as much as 5 to 10 if the network's going slow for some reason. If it's more than like maybe 20 minutes, then maybe contact tech support for Crypto.com or something. But up until that point, you probably shouldn't worry too much. All right, and now I'm done with the app part of this, and so I can jump back over to my computer and complete the process there. So I'm back over here on my computer now, and ironically, after I just said it should happen in only a couple minutes, it took over an hour for my Luna to make it to my wallet. I did go after about 20 minutes to the help page on the Crypto.com app, and it had a notice there that said withdrawals were delayed. So I just waited at that point. I've never had that problem with OkCoin. Another reason I recommend them over Crypto.com. But now it's here, so I can complete the process. So with my Luna here, the next step is I need to go to app.terraswap.io, which is a decentralized exchange on the Terra ecosystem. And we're going to swap from Luna to UST. So I'm going to do my max Luna. Oh, I need to connect my wallet first, actually. So connect, and I have the extension already installed. I think I mentioned this earlier, but if you don't already have TerraStation Wallet, watch my previous video, the one I have linked right at the top of the description, where I do this whole process but using OkCoin, the preferred method, and I show exactly how to install TerraStation there. So I need to connect it to terraswap.io, so go ahead and click the connect button, pretty simple. And now I can transfer, or I can convert the max Luna to UST. So if you, I'm just thinking for a minute, there we go. So it's going to give me 47 UST. So the fact that I held this for an hour means I lost a couple dollars. Or also it's probably partially as well the fee to withdraw from Crypto.com is a couple dollars as well. So maybe I actually held pretty even on the value. Now, if you've just made a withdraw from Crypto.com of Luna as the very first thing you've done with your TerraSwap wallet, you're not going to have UST in your wallet already. So I have this $9 of UST, which I can use to pay transactions on the Terra network, because there's transaction fees every time you do something, and the preferred token to pay them with is UST. But conveniently, TerraSwap allows us to pay them in Luna if we want. So I'm going to go ahead and do it with UST, but you can convert it here to pay the fee in Luna if you don't have any UST in your wallet. So I'm just going to go ahead and accept the current exchange rate. 47.20 is what I'll get out of this, and I'm going to go ahead and swap. and it brings up this panel here that is going to ask me to put in my password and post the transaction. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. All right, so it's processing now and complete. So the transactions on the Terra network are very fast, usually 10 seconds or less. So now if we look at my wallet, I have 0 Luna and I now have 56 UST available here. So the next step here, now that I have converted my Luna into UST, and hopefully you don't have the withdrawal issues that I had from crypto.com, and so you manage that whole process in about 10 minutes. And therefore are pretty insulated from the price of Luna changing. But anyways, we have UST now. We're going to go over to Anchor here. In my earlier video using OkCoin, I put $10 into Anchor here. I'm going to put the full 50 that I just transferred, or 47 or whatever. And it's pretty simple here. I've already connected my Terra wallet. So if you haven't connected your Terra wallet here, there'll be a button that says Connect Wallet. You click the button. It does that same process where a panel pops up with your wallet and it says Approve the connection. So you just click Connect. And now you can hit this deposit button. And I'm going to go ahead and put 45 actually, because I like to have at least $10 worth of UST in my wallet to pay transaction fees anytime I need to. So I'm just it's gonna charge me 31 cents to do this. Pretty good low transaction fee. So again, I have to put my password in. I'll do that real quick. Okay, and I posted it and now waiting for it to deposit here. This should happen pretty quick within about 30 seconds. It's a little slower than TerraSwap because it has to do a couple more things. And there we go. So I deposited 45 UST. I received this 38 AUST. So AUST is essentially your coat check ticket for your deposit that you made. So when you want to get your UST back, you have to turn in this AUST, which means if we look at my wallet here, we can see if I go add token AUST, add it. And now you can see I have 46 AUST. So this is the 38 I just got, plus the $10 worth of AUST I'd already deposited. So this AUST has to stay in my wallet. I mean, it doesn't have to, but in order to get the UST back that I deposited, it has to be in my wallet when I want to do that transaction. So if you're going to use this AUST for anything, make sure it's something you can get it back, so that you can get your money back. And the cool thing about Anchor is that it pays out your interest that you're earning. So if we go here, so I'm expected to earn, $10.77 on this $55 deposit over the course of the year. It's paying out 19.57 right now. This fluctuates a little bit up and down, but it should be right around 19.5. And this amount up here is actually going up every 6.7 seconds, which is the block time on the Terra ecosystem. So every block in the blockchain, it pays out a tiny little bit of interest, because the way it does it is this AUST that I have, this will never change. As long as I keep this deposit in here, I'll have exactly 46.9 whatever AUST in my wallet. But the amount of UST that this AUST represents goes up. So this 46 AUST by the end of a year will represent not just this $55, but $55 plus this 1077. And that's how it pays interest, is that the value of your, this AUST basically goes up. And when you convert it back to UST by clicking this withdraw button, you get more UST back than you put in, which is kind of cool. And so if you were to come, obviously with a deposit of only $55, it's paying me 0.00000, small amount every 6.7 seconds. So I'm not literally watching this go up here. But if I were to come back in a day or two, this would probably be up by, this would be 0.38. In a week, it might be 55.08 or something like that. It's going to go up a little bit, maybe a cent a day, something like that, in order to get this 1077 a year. If you put a lot more money in, if you put in thousands of dollars, then you would actually see this going up as you just sit here looking at it, which is pretty cool. So that's the basics of the process. Again, I did this in a little bit more detail in my previous video using the preferred method with OkCoin. So you can watch that one too if you want some more information on like the Terra Station wallet and installing that and that kind of stuff. But this should be a good backup way or an alternate way if your bank account doesn't link to OkCoin for whatever reason. So as always, feel free to ask any questions in the comments. I do try and respond to good questions there. Or if it's a really good question, I might make a whole new video on it. So please give me your questions or comments. And I love to hear from you guys.